Sporting Club de Goa kicking off from left to right of our screens, while Panjim footballers are from right to left. And here we go. From Sporting Club de Goa, they're looking to start off on an attacking foot. Ball into the box already, and it's a good attempt. We know all about Sporting Club de Goa's attacking prowess. Last year's top scorer, Marcus Mascarenas, the number 11, scored 9 goals in the Selvel Goa Pro League. He'll be looking to add to that this year. And there's another chance here. Mascarenas into the game. They're looking a little bit unsettled. Panjim trying to play out from the back. Another long ball, and that's a clash of heads. Doesn't look like both the players going in for a 50-50 after sharing the title the year before last. Naik taking the corner, and it looks like that is our first goal for this year's Goa Pro League. The number 2, Clive Miranda, slots it in after a lot of deflections and moving around of the football. Finally plays it wide. This is a very good chance for Panjim. Can they make the most of it? A little too much there. Sporting tried to clear it out. Referee calls a foul. A lot of moves have been made down the right wing, and it looks like they're trying to penetrate the Panjim defense from the right. Another long ball towards Mascarenas. Vincent Cardozo gets past his man. He puts a cross in, and we almost had our second goal of the game, but the referee has blown for what seems like a foul. A different type of corner now. It's played short, cross into the box, and there's a chance at the end. The ball's been put into the back of the net, but it looks like it is a goal. It's not an offside. It is a goal for Sporting Club de Goa, and they have doubled their lead. The offside trap not working. Talwar crosses it in. It's a good ball in. Cleared out. Goes back to him. Can he make another cross? It's a good challenge after a slight clash. The last touch was of a Panjim attacker, but they are getting closer. From the right for Sporting Club de Goa, Panjim will have to sort out their left side of defense if they're going to want to keep it to a minimum of 2 goals in order to get themselves back into the game. Another man down, and it's another foul. Tackles and fouls, and there's another chance for Panjim. The ball's put into the box again, but it's cleared, and now there's a chance for a counter, but Panjim reclaim possession, and they'll take the corner. It's another ball whipped into the box and almost makes its way. Some passes together again. A good switch of play. It's a good ball in. There's a chance now down the right wing for Panjim. Can they make the most of it? He plays it past the keeper. Left-footed corner into the box. And a good header out wide. Cleared off the second time. But Panjim are looking to come at it again. Great work there by Martins. A fantastic ball roll. And it looks like there's a change for Panjim. The number 7, Akash, comes on. football there from Ozan Silva. And there's another chance here with the ball down the left-hand side, and Ozan Silva makes sure that the attacker doesn't get towards the end of it, who will not want to concede. And that's a for half-time. And we go into the break with goals from Clive Rohit, Duler. Sporting Club de Goa lead 2-0 versus Panjim footballers. As we wait for the referee to get the second half underway. Panjim going from left to right of your screens. There's another chance for Sporting now. It's a good run in. It's a chance. It's a very good tackle, but it's somehow made its way in. Sporting Club de Goa make it number 3. And it's none other than the super sub, Akiraj Martins. Stronghold over the game. They don't want to let that go. But Panjim are definitely trying to make the most of it. That's a missed kick, and there's a chance. And it's shot wide. That was a very good chance. The best of the game so far. They'll be wanting to better that this time around. But it hasn't gone smoothly for them thus far. There's another chance here for Panjim. And can they make the most of it? Yes, they can. It's number 24, Irfan, who makes the most of this opportunity. And he slams it into the top right corner in the beginning of the second half with his left foot, but this time the ball falls on his right. He smashes it onto from the half volley into the top right corner with the corner. It's played into the second post. Keeper gets a touch on it, and there's a chance at the edge of the box. There's a shot, and it's a very good shot with the left foot. The ball just about strays wide. Back in control of this game. Girish plays a long ball towards the second post, and it's missed by both people, resulting in a goal kick. Rio with a good header, and it's another chance now for Rohit. It's Sporting on the left wing. Oh, that's a very good cutback. He tries to get past the defender, but the referee blows for a foul as Brendan plays it out wide. Sporting making a move on the right wing, plays it inside to Rio. Now Allen on the left. Will he make space for a cross? Prefers to play it back into Rohit. Rohit with the cross in, and a good call from the goalkeeper. If Panjim want to rescue this fixture, now is the time. They'll definitely have to get a goal soon to take anything away from this, the first game of the season. Here's a chance on the top of the box, and it's a shot from the edge of the box which goes over the top. Must have been a slight touch, because the Sporting players are not happy with the call, but they'll have to deal with this corner. It's crossed in and well dealt with by the defense. It's a last chance for Panjim to get a second, but it has been cleared. And that is it. Here from the Duler Stadium, Sporting Club de Goa have got their first 3 points of the season with an impressive victory. Goals from Miranda, Duler and Martins getting them the 3 points. Irfan on the score sheet for Panjim footballers. There's a confirmation of the scoreline at full time. The referees lead out both the teams here at the Duler Stadium at Mapusa. Today's referee is Tejas Nagvenkar, along with his assistant referees. As the players meet each other minutes before kickoff, Kalangut Association in their full blue strip, while Youth Club of Manora is in the full red strip. Captain of Kalangut Association today is Melvin Lobo, and the captain for Youth Club of Manora is the number 3 Joywin Carnero. Youth Club of Manora having their final words before the start of this season. Kalangut Association finished an impressive 4th last year. And we're off. It's match number 2 of the 2021-2022 Goa Pro League, and there's already a chance here for Youth Club of Manora. Sloppy back passes from Kalangut Association, and the first few seconds of the game almost saw us having our first chance. The defender and the goalkeeper who plays it out towards the right wing. Both teams quite happy to play attacking football, and another loose pass means that Youth Club of Manora have a chance right down the right wing, but it's tidied up there by Moses, who made the initial mistake. An exciting prospect for the next 90 minutes. By Aniston Fernandez, who tries to keep possession for his team, and now they're trying to hold the ball, play out from the back. It's Aniston Fernandez again. He tries to play towards the left wing, but doesn't really work out as he would have wanted it to. Ushering his troops upfield. It's another well-contested header, and there's a chance now for Barreto. He gets pushed off the ball legally, says the referee, and Manora looking for a counter-attack. That's a good ball down for the right wing. There's a chance. Can he put a ball into the box? It's a good cut in. He moves back onto his right foot, and another good shot, and it's a great shot. It's a chance, and that's the first goal of the game for Youth Club of Manora. Sweden Barbosa with a cool, collected finish towards the bottom left corner, off the goalkeeper with a good save. Nicholas with a great run down the right wing. A bit of a tussle in the midfield, but Manora come with the ball again, and it's a chance for Barbosa again. Sweden Barbosa, can he make it 2 this time? He looks for the cross, but another parry away from Paramveer. This time he's lucky it doesn't fall. Justin Barbosa over it. He takes a shot, it's gone into the wall, and follow-up goes wide. Another good ball down the center to find Barreto. And then a long ball towards the right, but another good bit of shielding by the Manora defense. And number 15, Chaitan, comes in. The chance now, it's fallen to someone, and it's a chance. He's just put it over the bar. That's the best chance of the game for Kalangut so far. Fraser Vegas, and you've got to finish those chances. A good touch with his left foot. The defenders were stagnant. Goalkeeper does well to smother him, but Fraser really should have put that to bed. Rohan whips the ball towards the edge of the box. It doesn't really work out for them. And a bit of a passing frenzy leaves the ball to come back towards to get something on the end of it. plays this one into the box, and he does find a player who gets a header in, but never a good thing to see. Another good ball towards the right wing, and it's crossed in. There's a chance. Oh, and it almost crept into the first post. Paramveer Singh looked to just about have it covered, but I'm not sure if it was a cross or shot. The attack is lucky not to get a yellow card. And Fraser misses that, and with that the referee blows for the end of the first half. It's been a good game so far. A lot of chances for Youth Club of Manora. One chance for Kalangut Association, but at half-time we go into the dressing room with Kalangut Association 0, Youth Club of Manora 1. Referee blows the whistle and we're off in the second half here in the Duler Stadium in Mapusa. It's been a good game so far, with Youth Club of Manora having more of the chances, but Kalangut also inching closer towards goal. Now that's a good ball as a chance towards the edge of the box. Fraser takes a shot, and that's a good shot from Fraser, almost finds the top right corner. Manora now on the ascendancy with the ball which is to be cleared well by Paramveer. And there's a bit of a defensive mishap. There's a chance for Calvin Barreto. He's got 3 people around him. He does well to keep possession. And Harshad passes it backwards. Nicholas takes the corner. And Parmi just about possession in the blue half again. Kalangut, can they make the most of it? Harshad Naik plays it towards Fraser down the left. That's a good piece of defending. And well cleared by Fraser. Manora trying to put the ball into the box. It's an awkward one, but well cleared. Moses plays it upfield for Calvin Barreto, who lays chase to it, but doesn't really get on the end of it. Jason Barbosa makes his way down the left wing, and he goes towards the corner flag and tries to cut back in, but there is a chance here. Nicholas tries to play it back in. Can Kalangut get something from the game? Calvin Barreto goes for the chip, and it's a good attempt. Almost everyone in the opposition box. And it's the last chance for Kalangut to salvage anything. Can they? Rohan with the ball into the center. And it's a good clearance away. The second ball has also been cleared away, and that should be enough for Manora. And it is enough. But that's confirmation with the full-time whistle from the referee. Youth Club of Manora have opened their account in the Selvel Goa Pro League with a victory over Kalangut Association. Kalangut tried their best. They pushed and pushed for an equalizer. They had a few good chances, especially that free kick and a couple of free kicks towards the end. And here are the statistics for the game. 62% possession eventually for Kalangut. They did have more of the ball, but it's the shots column where they could have improved. Only 6 shots, and testing the goalkeeper only once with 1 shot on target. as we go through the action that we saw today in match number 3 of the Goa Selvel Professional League. Started off with a good free kick from Kwan. He hit the woodwork, and that was just a shadow of things to come. Chances on both ends. Definitely the chance of the game going here to DEMPO. Gonzalez could have made it 1-0 there. There was another good attempt on the other side. A good save from both keepers. They did well to keep clean sheets. There's a bit of a tussle as well, as there always is in this game. There we see another chance for Rodriguez. A couple of point-blank chances missed by DEMPO. I'd say they had 3 really good chances, especially the one towards the end of the game. Nacio came on and took a good shot. Afdal came on and made a couple of good runs. Here we see his run down the right, a good shot but a good save by Dylan. And eventually the last chance of the game was the toughest one here for Nacio. Great bit of footwork. He went past everyone, just couldn't find the bottom right corner. Here we see the match highlights of what went down today in match number 4. Chances at both ends. Here we see the first chance for Velsau. Velsau had very good chances but couldn't make the most of them. And looking back on that, they will be slightly disappointed. Dishank with a good ball for Jovial, just putting the ball over the net. And there was another chance there for Velsau, but they couldn't capitalize. Yet another here with a header over the top. And Jovial Fernandez stole the show with a cracker of a goal outside the box. We've seen that many at a time today, and you can keep watching that strike. It was hard, it was high, and then it was low, it was dipping, it was swerving. And that's been one of the goals of the season so far. This could have been one of the goals of the season as well from Ivan Costa. Jovial almost adding to his tally. Those were the glimpses from the first half. Second half saw quite a few fouls, quite a few cards. Mervyn Dias striking the post with a header. He almost got a couple of headers in today. And there was that chance where Hansel was caught off his line, out of his box. Another good shot there from Velito Cruz, who tried his best. So we see quite a few of the fouls. And here was Mervyn Dias with another chance. He could have buried that. It was a good pass from Velroy Fernandez. And finally, Mervyn Dias getting himself on the score sheet. You can see he was happy, he was relieved more than anything else. And it's safe to say that he deserved that goal towards the end of a good performance from him and the side in orange. Sporting Club de Goa kicking off from left to right of our screens, while Panjim footballers are from right to left. And here we go. From Sporting Club de Goa, they're looking to start off on an attacking foot. Ball into the box already, and it's a good attempt. We know all about Sporting Club de Goa's attacking prowess. Last year's top scorer Marcus Mascarenhas, the number 11, scored 9 goals in the Selvel Goa Pro League. He'll be looking to add to that this year. And there's another chance here. Mascarenhas into the game. They're looking a little bit unsettled. Panjim trying to play out from the back. Another long ball. And that's a clash of heads. Doesn't look like both the players going in for a 50-50 after sharing the title the year before last. Naik taking the corner, and it looks like that is our first goal for this year's Goa Pro League. The number 2, Clive Miranda, slots it in after a lot of deflections and moving around of the football. Finally plays it wide. This is a very good chance for Panjim. Can they make the most of it? A little too much there. Sporting tried to clear it out. Referee calls a foul. A lot of moves have been made down the right wing, and it looks like they're trying to penetrate the Panjim defense from the right. Another long ball towards Mascarenhas. Vincent Cardozo gets past his man. He puts a cross in, and we almost had our second goal of the game, but the referee has blown for what seems like a foul. Listed. A different type of corner now. It's played short. Cross into the box. And there's a chance at the end. The ball's been put into the back of the net, but it looks like it is a goal. It's not an offside. It is a goal for Sporting Club de Goa, and they have doubled their lead. The offside trap not working. Talwar crosses it in. It's a good ball in. Cleared out. Goes back to him. Can he make another cross? It's a good challenge after a slight clash. The last touch was of a Panjim attacker. But they are getting closer. From the right for Sporting Club de Goa. Panjim will have to sort out their left side of defense if they're going to want to keep it to a minimum of 2 goals in order to get themselves back into the game. Another man down, as it's another foul. Tackles and fouls, and there's another chance for Panjim. The ball's put into the box again, but it's cleared, and now there's a chance for a counter, but Panjim reclaim possession, but they'll take the corner. It's another ball whipped into the box and almost makes its way. Some passes together again. A good switch of play. It's a good ball in. There's a chance now down the right wing for Panjim. Can they make the most of it? He plays it past the keeper. And left-footed corner into the box. And a good header out wide. Cleared off the second time. But Panjim are looking to come at it again. Great work there by Martins. A fantastic ball roll. And it looks like there's a change for Panjim. The number 7, Akash, comes on. Football there from Ozan Silva. And there's another chance here with the ball down the left-hand side, and Ozan Silva makes sure that the attacker doesn't get towards the end of it, who will not want to concede. And that's a for half time, and we go into the break with goals from Clive Rohit, Todar. Sporting Club de Goa lead 2-0 versus Panjim footballers, as we wait for the referee to get the second half underway. Panjim going from left to right of your screens. There's another chance for Sporting now. It's a good run in. It's a chance. It's a very good tackle, but it's somehow made its way in. Sporting Club de Goa make it number 3. And it's none other than the super sub, Akiraj Martins. Stronghold over the game. Today?
The style of play will be the same. We usually don't change our style of play for anything. But yeah, our coach has made some changes depending upon the SALGAOCAR team. So let's see how they work out today.
So we saw the teams warming up all ready for this big clash between two giants of Goan football. Coach Levino Pereira having a word with us regarding his SALGAOCAR side. He said that they will play attacking football as always, and team manager of DEMPO SC, Bevin DeMello, telling us how it feels to play in and also be in the dugout at a big game here in the Selvel Goa Pro League. As always, when two of the big teams in Goa clash, it's a big one, and we're live here from the Duler Stadium as the Greens, SALGAOCAR FC, take on the Golden Eagles, DEMPO Sports Club. We see how SALGAOCAR lineup managed by Levino Anthony Pereira. Samuel Costa is back into the lineup, their captain, and along with him, Umang Gaikwad also makes his way back into the 11. Sidney Gonkar and Malappa Hirappa drop to the bench. For DEMPO Sports Club, managed by former Indian international Samir Nayak, Ariston Costa replaces striker Pedro Gonzalez as they only make one change, and the super subs from the last game, Laximan Rao and Velanco Rodriguez, will both be starting on the bench. Here are the match officials for today. Our referee is David Ribello. He's joined by his assistants, who we see on screen at the moment, just waiting to take the pitch here at the Duler Stadium. Today's match commissioner is Francisco Fernandez, and the referee is David Ribello, assisted by Sayanath Haldankar and Mariano Ribello. And the fourth official for the afternoon is Pandurang Gurudas. SALGAOCAR lining up in their famous green strip, and DEMPO, as always, in their famous blue and white.
A lot of love to Goa Football Club and DEMPO Sports Club.
Both the captains coming together for the toss. Samuel Costa is back in the starting lineup for SALGAOCAR, and Shalom Perez, as always, leading for DEMPO, was superb in the last game as his team kept a clean sheet versus Velsau and picked up a 1-0 win. So the teams switching sides, as we've seen quite often in the games here at the Duler Stadium. There we see Samir Nayak and the DEMPO dugout always concentrating on the game. Extremely professional as a player and now as a coach as well. been in the DEMPO ranks for many a year, served them for 18 years as a player. And we have Livinho Anthony Pereira, also played for SALGAOCAR in his time, and now he's leading them from the dugout. Both teams with their final say. It's always a huge encounter when these two face off against each other, and today is nothing less. In the first few games, their third game each in this year's Selvel Goa Pro League. We await referee David Ribello to get us underway. Here from the Duler Stadium, the home of the Selvel Goa Pro League. And we see Dylan De Silva, the goalkeeper of DEMPO, getting ready. And we're off. Two of the most prolific teams in Goan League football, with 36 Goan First Division titles between them, lock horns today with only one agenda on their minds: to become Goan champions once again. As we see DEMPO making their first attack of the afternoon. SALGAOCAR FC take on DEMPO Sports Club, both Indian champions in their time, but the Selvel Goa Pro League has eluded them in the last few seasons, especially last season, as they respectively fell 3 points and 2 points short of the title. Can they go all the way this year? We'll have to find out. They have each other in their way. And speaking of that, DEMPO wasting no time. Kirtikesh on the ball, looking to put into the box. He does put it into the box, and it's cleared away from the SALGAOCAR defense. It'll be picked up by Vieri, who keeps the ball and tries to get away, but it's all happening already in the first minute here, as these two Goan giants take on each other. Kirtikesh putting the ball into the box, and a good header away. That's what you want from your defense in the first few minutes. Jason DeMello kicks it long, and a good defensive header, and SALGAOCAR now try to make their way upfield. Samuel Costa on the ball, plays it to Umang Gaikwad, who tries to get away, but Vieri Colasso stops him in his tracks. Umang Gaikwad takes it quickly, but the referee asks him to stop. DEMPO clearing it upfield again. We've seen both these sides play, but not really be too convincing up front. Just the one goal for DEMPO in 2 games. They had a goalless draw in their first game versus Churchill Brothers, and last time out they won 1-0, a slender victory versus Velsau Sports and Cultural Club. Valanco Rodriguez getting the solitary goal in that match day. SALGAOCAR coming into this game with a 1-0 victory versus Kalingut, as Dylan Costa got himself on the score sheet. Prithvesh now tries to keep it in. It goes to SALGAOCAR. They give the ball back. Kirtikesh plays it in, and another good piece of defending means that it's a DEMPO throw-in. DEMPO again on the right wing. Good defensive work by Gaikwad. And a bit of a risky ball, but Jason DeMello clears it out. He has a word with his defense. Not sure why they would want to put their goalkeeper under so much pressure in the first few minutes, but Jason DeMello, with his experience, deals with it without any issues. Prithvesh with the long throw, It's headed away, and will we see a shot? No, we won't. It's played towards the right. SALGAOCAR not being able to get out of their own half. Eventually they will clear it. Edwin Vegas with the pass to Prithvesh. He looks for Kirtikesh, who puts another ball into the box. Will he find someone? Looking for Sayesh, but not finding him. Akram plays it up. And eventually it will be a green ball. And in the first 4 minutes, DEMPO putting a lot of pressure on SALGAOCAR, not letting them play out of their own half. Shalom Perez now clears it. Looks like a bit of a foul and a few calls from the players, but the referee asks them to play on. SALGAOCAR quite comfortable playing out from the back. Umang Gaikwad now looking to play through. He does fight Siddharth Kundaikar. He plays it back for Umang. Can he get a ball into the box? He does get it. But Edwin Vegas, as always, is there to tidy up for the Golden Eagles. And we have a corner now for SALGAOCAR. You see Umang Gaikwad with the overlap. Very speedy. Not much to aim at in the center. But he did his job. He got his team a corner. And it's our first one of the game, which goes to SALGAOCAR. Siddharth Kundaikar, the experienced midfielder, will take it with his left foot. He puts it in. It goes towards the second post. It does get a SALGAOCAR head. Do they have a chance to shoot? Samuel Costa goes for the shot. But it's captain versus captain, and they cancel each other out. It will be another corner for SALGAOCAR. This time round, it will be Steven Alvarez taking the corner for the Greens. He puts it into the box. It's not such a convincing corner. Will he get another chance? Ribov plays it back to him. And Sean Alvarez does very well. Ribov eventually knocked off it. Kirtikesh gets the ball back. Both teams very quick to try and attack, also very quick to drop back and defend. And that's when you know that two quality sides are facing each other. Desmond plays it to Saish. Saish looking for some space. Got it to Aman, who plays it back towards Desmond. And things are calmed down a little bit for DEMPO. Very well done by Ribov. Good take, and he plays it into the goal scorer from last game's feet, Daryl Costa. Daryl and Ribov, two of the stars in the last game. Ribov pulling all the strings in the midfield. And Daryl finishing off the goals as well. Ashnoy Colasso on the ball now for SALGAOCAR. As they keep some possession, Ribov plays it towards the center. Can't find a teammate. Good work from Sean Pereira. Very calm on the ball. The left-footed centre back. And another long ball being played, and Kundaikar can't get onto the end of it. Dylan claims it and plays it out. Shalom Perez with a very nice ball towards Vieri Colasso, who shows one side, goes the other. Now plays it on the right. Kirtikesh, can he chase it down? He will chase it down, but he won't keep it in. And again, very good defensive work from Umang Gaikwad. Akram with the long ball. Can't really find Dal Costa. And now Samuel Costa again playing the long ball. Not really working. Teams have got to play some more passes in the midfield. Play out from the back as well, because these long balls against two solid defenses may not really work. Now time for some wing play. The ball has been played into the box, but well defended once again by SALGAOCAR. Kundaikar keeps a hold of the ball despite of the pressure from Vieri Colasso and plays a good ball towards Umang Gaikwad. He's trying to beat Prithvesh on pace. Wasn't able to do so. Saurav Patil, the number 20, and Sean Pereira, number 21. Very solid for SALGAOCAR, especially in the last game. And that's how they got the clean sheet, along with some good saves from Jason DeMello as well. There's Daryl Costa, goal scorer from the last game. Haven't seen him as much in the first 10 minutes, but I'm sure we will. Chance to put the ball into the box for Siddharth Kundekar with his left foot. He does put it in. Does he find anyone? Cleared away, but it will come back to him. He puts it towards the right, but another good piece of defending, and we will see a lot of good defending this afternoon, I assure you, because these two teams very well organized. Somehow Alvarez coming out with the ball, but Perez clears it, and it's back towards the SALGAOCAR defense. Quite an even first 11 or so minutes. Both teams still getting their feelers out there, playing a couple of long balls, playing some passes in the center, seeing which way they can break down the opposition defense. Edwin Vegas trying to play an extravagant through ball and apologizing all round. He was also superb in the last game along with his captain Shalom Perez. Vegas, of course, making that goal line clearance versus Velsau and assuring that DEMPO picked up the victory and the clean sheet as well, which is very important, especially when you're trying to contest for the title. Perez sees the ball out as we see the sun clearing down on us here at the Duler Stadium. Beautiful day for some football, and hopefully we see some beautiful football. A reminder that you can catch all the live action of the Selvel Goa Pro League on the Amusi Sports YouTube channel and Facebook page. And now there's a chance for SALGAOCAR on the left. Here's Gaikwad. Can he put a ball into the box? Yes, he can. And Perez jumps high, clears it away towards Aman. Aman now, will he take on a few of the defenders? He does. He gets past quite a few of them, makes some space on the right, plays it to Vieri. Vieri plays it back to Aman. And this is a good move now for DEMPO. Can they make the most of it? Prithvesh sees Vieri overlapping. Vieri puts the ball into the box, but
It does fall back to the DEMPO players. Is there a chance for a shot? There is a chance for a shot. He's gone past a couple of players. But Harrison Costa, the first we're seeing of him during this game, not willing to pull the trigger. And we see the cross from Vieri. He was looking for Kirtikesh, but the SALGAOCAR defense doing well to take the sting out of that attack. Siddharth Kundekar went flying there, and he's okay, he will get up. Always ready for the next ball, for the next challenge is Siddharth Kundekar. As we see the referee having a word with a few people and ready to resume. So the first 15 minutes we see the possessional stats. SALGAOCAR with 45% ball possession, DEMPO with 55, and no real clear-cut chances as of now. But will we see it now? Alvarez plays the ball into the box. Kundekar was there. So was Vegas. So is Perez. And Perez deals with the danger. Very good run. And eventually a good ball towards the first post. But not being able to beat the first defender. And we see the centre backs of DEMPO quite close to each other. Not giving a lot of space for the attackers to run in through them. Maybe from the outside they could have a chance. Umang Gaikwad plays the ball into the box and cleared away by Kirtikesh. Ashna Colasso now playing it to Samuel Costa. Alvarez doing well, Ribov doing well. Ribov lines up, takes a shot, and it goes straight into the hands of Dylan De Silva. First proper attempt of the game, and it was struck well from Ribov Sardesai. Latched onto it. It was moving and dipping, but it dipped straight into Dylan's hands. Sloppy work from Desmond. He loses the ball for DEMPO, and SALGAOCAR eventually lose the ball themselves. Vieri Colasso, he skips past one player, skips past the other, makes some space for himself. Aman looks like he is offside. He did have that guilty look which all strikers who are offside usually have on their faces, and he knew it very well. SALGAOCAR defense stepping up and playing the offside trap. A lot of quality in the defense, but also a lot of quality from these sides while attacking. So it will be an even matchup. And as we've seen so far in the first 17 matches of the Selvel Goa Pro League, it could be just one goal that can decide this fixture. Shalom Perez plays it towards Vieri Colasso, who's seeing a lot of the ball in the first few minutes of this game. Good footwork by Aman. Eventually the ball being played back. You can see it's quite a hot day here at the Duler Stadium. And now we move into the shade, into the left-hand side. Desmond on the ball, playing it back. And Shalom Perez looking for a through ball, but not being able to find his teammate. The last time these two teams played in last year's Selvel Goa Pro League, it was a 0-0 draw, and it was very vital in the title race because both the teams dropped 2 points, and the actual winners from that fixture was Sporting Club de Goa, because eventually they finished 2 points ahead of DEMPO and 3 points ahead of SALGAOCAR. So this draw between these two sides really giving Sporting Club de Goa the edge last season. So these big clashes not only important for the teams taking part in it, but also for the championship contenders who are watching with close eyes, I'm sure. Sharon Perez now playing it towards Kirtikesh. He's looking for a slotted ball, but again, good defense. Now Ribhav turns well. He plays the ball towards the right wing. There's a lot of space here, but Dylan De Silva doing very well, playing a sweeper-keeper role and sniffing out the danger. He knew that Daryl Costa would be making those attacking runs over the shoulder of the defenders. That's how he scored in the last game. So Dylan De Silva doing his duty, doing his homework. And nothing really comes off from that cross. It's taken long by Jason DeMello, but he can't really find a green shirt as we hit the 20-minute mark, and we're still looking for our first goal between these two top sides here at the Duler Stadium. Ashnai Kolaso now plays it short to Ribhav. Ribhav looked to turn, and Shalom Perez knew exactly what he was doing. Perez has made some space for himself on the left, and there is a shot, and it's just gone past the top left corner. Very good attempt there from the DEMPO side. It was Daryl Mascarenas. We haven't seen him at all so far in this game, but he has woken up, and the SALGAOCAR defenders will have to wake up, because he went through them like butter and took a good shot, caught onto it well, but just not finding the top corner. So Daryl Mascarenas out of nowhere creating DEMPO's first real opportunity. A bit of a foul, and DEMPO will get a chance to play it into the box. So far, no real chances from any of the crosses. But can we see a ball from a centre-back break down the defense on the other side? Shalom Perez plays the ball into the box, and it's quite deep, and it goes straight into the hands of Jason DeMello, who does very well and then throws it out and almost finds Ashnai Kolaso. We see the free kick once again from Shalom Perez, a little too deep, looking for his centre half partner Edwin Vegas, but you see the referee having a word again here with Vegas. Good work from Desmond, not being able to keep it in. And these two teams, here we see the attack from Daryl Mascarenas, just dropping the shoulder, making some space for himself and taking the shot. And that was good work from him. So these teams having the most league titles in the first division of Goan football, the top tier. SALGAOCAR with 21 to their name, and DEMPO on the other hand with 15. So DEMPO have some catching up to do. But of course, DEMPO doing the Goan football community proud with all their Indian League titles, winning 5 of them. SALGAOCAR trailing them on that aspect. They've just got the 2. DEMPO Sports Club winning the National Football League in 2004-05 season and the 2006 and 7 season. And once it was rebranded to the I-League, they won it in 7 and 8, 9 and 10, and 11 and 12. SALGAOCAR were the first Goan team to win the National Football League back in the 1998-99 season. And after that, they were crowned champions of India once again in 2010 and 11. Shalom Perez plays a long ball. Will he find someone? Yes, he will. The ball has been played into the box and just about dealt with there by Sean Pereira. And from a long ball from Shalom Perez, DEMPO could have very easily have found the back of the net, but it didn't look like they thought the winger would keep it in. Here we see a good chase and a good ball into the box by Sayesh Bakkar, but it didn't look like his teammates thought he would keep the ball in, and had they done so, maybe they would have latched on to the ball played in by him. So SALGAOCAR just getting caught off a little bit. They were slow to react to the long ball by Shalom Perez. Good strong header from Edwin Vegas. And here we see another cross into the box, which was well dealt with by the defense, putting enough pressure to making sure that the offensive header went wide. Another long ball being played, and again, Dylan De Silva not really being tested. He'll be more than comfortable to come out and receive these balls time and again. Desmond plays it to Harrison Costa, making his way into the starting 11. Not really having much of an impact so far, but he's seeing more of the ball now. Just playing those short passes, keeping it ticking. Very important for a team to do that. Important that they have someone in the midfield to do that. Now Costa finding some space for himself, plays a good ball in towards Vieri. Vieri with another good ball towards Prithvesh. Prithvesh tries to get to it. Eventually, it's stopped by Pereira. He plays it back to Colasso. Vieri. And the shot from Desmond goes quite far and over the north stand and out onto the streets. He knows that he caught that a little too well. Desmond Pereira always keeping the attacks flowing from the midfield for DEMPO. As we see the replay of his shot, brought down well and eventually smashing it over the top. Now the ball won back by the boys in blue. As we approach the 30-minute mark, where we will see a cooling break as the sun beats down upon us once again. Edwin Vegas with some space, and he's played it well towards Vieri Colasso. And with that, it looks like we have trying hard to try and pick the lock in the defense of one another. They will hydrate and they will get some inputs from the dugout. There we saw team manager for DEMPO Sports Club, Bevin DeMello, who was also their captain last year, having a word with a few of the players, telling Vieri how he can go past some of the defenders. Bevin was of course a striker last season. And Coach Samir Nayak also having a word with the DEMPO boys. More possession towards the Golden Eagles with 58%. But that won't worry SALGAOCAR and Levino Anthony Pereira, who no matter what always wants his team to play attacking football. And that's always good to hear and always good to see. Ball played towards Umang Gaikwad. He keeps it. He also almost keeps a chunk of his opponent's shot, but it is DEMPO now with a bit of a chance for a counter. Vieri Colasso gets too much on it, and it looks like his opponent got a bit on him, and it will be a foul. There we see Vieri Colasso making his way upfield. Shalom Perez with another chance to put into the box. He plays it, he's looked for someone, but it's cleared away again by Alvarez. Ball has dropped now to Ashna Colasso. He has some space. He's looking for Dial Costa, but Shalom Perez just gets there in the nick of time and coolly plays it towards Dylan De Silva, who plays it back to him. And now they will recycle, will DEMPO Sports Club. Just looking in a spot of bother for a second, DEMPO, but eventually there was nothing to worry about. Perez now playing another long ball. It's a good ball towards Aman. Aman, does he have a chance? It's a good piece of defending from Patel. Aman plays it towards Vieri. Vieri tries to get past, but again, good piece of defending. There is a flick, and it's been put out, but it will be retrieved by Umang Gaikwad. Will he use some pace down the left? He will use the pace against Costa. He's got away from him. And he's played the ball into the box. Was there anyone there in the second post? No, there isn't. And a fantastic run from Umang Gaikwad is to no avail, because there was nobody really waiting for his cross in the box. And we see Daryl Costa checking his run, waiting for the cut back. And the striker, if he had tried to go in between the centre backs, maybe would have had a chance to tap it into the back of the net, but a promising run from Umang Gaikwad. Long ball played, and there we see Edwin Vegas leading from the centre back position, telling his team to push up. They don't mind playing the high line, even though Dial Costa will be making the runs behind. And Prithvesh looks like he took a shot, and it's a shot he won't want to see once again, because it's gone out for a throw-in. Salgaocar moving forward now. Samuel Costa plays a long ball and there's nobody there once again. Dylan De Silva decides it was better to let it run out rather than take it to his feet. Shalom Perez now, who is starting a lot of the attacks from his team, for his team from the back. Very good in carrying the ball forward, also taking the set pieces. He's everywhere for this DEMPO side. Now Desmond trying to find some space. He does find the pass, but good defending work from Salgaocar, and now they have a chance to counter. Daryl Costa, he plays it in. Will he get the ball back? And again Perez is there, but not too convincing. He kicked it against his opponent, but picked it up. And now DEMPO are on the attack. Desmond looking for the through ball, too much on it for him. And a good piece of defensive work from Akram, who wins a foul and will take the free kick quickly. But referee asks him to stop. Looks like there's a man down for DEMPO. It is Ariston Costa, probably feeling a bit of the heat. And there we see Levino Anthony Pereira just having a word with his striker, Daryl Costa. Levino Anthony Pereira, the coach of Salgaocar FC, also played for them in 2003-2004 season. As we see a lot of the spectators watching this big clash here at the Duler Stadium. They come for every single game, and we've seen them turn out in numbers day in, day out, especially today on a big game. As we see Ariston Costa being stretchered off, some of the Salgaocar squad also watching the game. And we're back to the action. Long ball being played from Sean Pereira, but again dealt with. We'll have to see if Ariston Costa will continue. Looked like he was in a bit of discomfort. DEMPO keeping possession, eventually playing a long ball, and it goes straight into the hands of keeper Jason DeMello, who's always looking to push his team forward, start an attack from the back. He plays a long ball, and it's cleared away again by Shalom Perez. Sean lets the ball drop and eventually plays it straight to Vieri Colasso, who takes on a couple of defenders, and Gaikwad puts some pressure on him. Good battle between those two. Kirtikesh picks it up, plays it towards Desmond, who looks for his teammate on the left, and eventually a loose touch from Saish Bakar. And there we see confirmation of the substitution. Ariston Costa will not be able to continue, so that's disappointing for him, having come back into the starting 11. And that's a bit of a loose touch, and Nisio, who just came on, almost got onto the end of that one. Nisio Fernandez, the under 20, who we saw with a dazzling run in the first game versus Churchill Brothers towards the end of it, almost snatching the 3 points. So we'll see if Nesio can have an impact on this game. Usually comes on in the second half. Now he's got some more time on his hands.
Jersey number 6. Christian Costa. That will be played by jersey number 24. Nesio Fernandez.
So just over 5 minutes left in this first half. It's been a solid defensive display from both sides, but in terms of attack, not really much happening in the final third. Maybe both teams just happy to not concede in the first half, and then they'll open up more in the second. That's a good touch from Vieri Colasso. Is looking to play the ball, and eventually it's seen out by Sean Pereira, and Devello picks it up. Disappointing ball. It's picked up now by Kirtikesh, and there is some space for Vieri on the right hand side, but well dealt with by Sean Pereira. Now it's Umang Gaikwad for SALGAOCAR down the left. We see Vieri, the ball just far from him, tried to keep it with himself but wasn't able to, and now there's a chance for Umang Gaikwad, but it looks like he is offside. A good boot there from Prithvesh Pednikar, just making sure that Umang doesn't get it. There we see the call from the linesman, deciding that he was just ahead of the defense. And a bit of a dangerous ball from Shalom Perez. Colasso now, Colasso looking to play the ball through, but there's too much on it. That ball not really on to play between both the defenders, because it would always go straight into the hands of the keeper. And just a bit more creativity required on either end when it comes to the final third, and it comes to creating goal scoring opportunities. Now we see Ashna Colasso doing very well to hold onto the ball, eventually losing it to Aman. Aman playing it to Desmond. Desmond finds some space on the right for Vieri Colasso, who's been very good in this first half. He's got past shot, he slid it into the danger area, I was going to say, but eventually it does fizzle out, and Vieri Colasso has been the only player who's really looked dangerous when he's running at the defense. Same has to be said for the number 9 Umang Gaikwad of SALGAOCAR on the right and left wing respectively. Just a bit of a hold up, and we're underway once again as we approach half time here at the Duler Stadium. Still neck and neck, still 0-0. And as always, when two big teams play each other, they cancel each other out, and that's exactly what we're seeing between SALGAOCAR and DEMPO. Ashna Colasso doing well to hold on to the ball. Costa plays it out. Will we see a ball into the box? Eventually it's tried to be played towards the right, but doesn't really work. Now Akram on it, he's trying to run with it, and eventually doesn't work. He has left a bit of a hole in defense, so we'll see if DEMPO can make the most of it. Again, very solid defending, covering up for each other. Good ball from Siddharth Kundaikar, and now good piece of play, and he has been brought down, and that could be the first booking of the afternoon. Yes, it is. Steven Alvarez was going through after a good 1-2 from the SALGAOCAR boys. And it is Desmond who knew exactly what he was doing, bringing down Alvarez and getting himself into the referee's book. That's the first yellow card of this game. Will we see the first goal of the game? Because SALGAOCAR have a chance. Siddharth Kundekar over it with his left foot. He's gone straight for goal and it's gone over the top. Not sure if that was the wisest move from him, but he definitely thought that he could catch Dylan off his line. But eventually it's a chance wasted as we inch closer towards the 45-minute mark. Here is the shot once again, not really controlling it, and Dylan knew that that was not going to really endanger his goal.
2 minutes of added time.
And just a couple of minutes of added time added by the fourth official. So there's 2 minutes left. Can any of the teams get their first goal? Vieri now plays it towards his teammate, but not being able to find Putvesh. And it's been quite a disappointing first half if you were looking for some goals, as we always are. But hopefully we'll see sub in the second half. Vegas doing well. It has been cleared away. Akram heads it out and Samuel Costa looks for a cheeky little dink towards Colasso but isn't able to find him. There's a good long ball and it's headed away, and we will have a DEMPO corner towards the end of the first half. So the Golden Eagles have an opportunity to go into the break with a lead. Will they make the most of it? Their first corner of the game, and this is a very good time to get it because SALGAOCAR will be hoping to not concede just before the break. Nacio Fernandez taking it, he's played it in and it's a good punch away by Jason DeMello. It's fallen back to the DEMPO midfield and a shot has been taken and it has gone wide. And it looks like we will be going into the halftime break at 0-0. Yes, we will. The referee David Ribello confirms that. And after both teams haven't had too many chances at the break, it's SALGAOCAR FC 0, DEMPO Sports Club 0.
Churchill Brothers Sports Club and Panjim Footballers at 3:45 p.m.
See the SALGAOCAR FC fans always in unison. And the stats for the first half brought to you by Instat. More ball possession for DEMPO SC. They did take more shots as well, but SALGAOCAR are the ones who took just the one shot, got that shot on target, but not enough to beat Dylan De Silva. One booking so far for DEMPO, with Desmond Pereira getting himself into the book. There we see just the one shot from Ribhav, very far out, not really testing the goalkeeper. Here are the shots from DEMPO, a few more of them, but you see how far it is from the goal. Not really going to test the keeper, although Desmond's shot was quite fierce, as was Daryl's. You've got to take more shots from around the 18-yard box if you're going to want to get a goal at this level. 3 fouls from the Greens. Siddharth, Steven Alvarez and Saurav Patel with 1 each. Five fouls for DEMPO. Aman Govekar with 2 and Saesh, Desmond and Prithvesh with 1 apiece. Desmond also picking up that yellow card for stopping the counter attack. So with that we come to the end of the first half here at the Duler Stadium, as SALGAOCAR FC and DEMPO SC are neck and neck. Join us after the break for the second half. As we go through the action that we saw today in match number 3 of the Goa Selvel Professional League. Started off with a good free kick from Kwan. He hit the woodwork and that was just a shadow of things to come. Chances on both ends. Definitely the chance of the game going here to DEMPO. Gonzalez could have made it 1-0 there. There was another good attempt on the other side. A good save from both keepers. They did well to keep clean sheets. There's a bit of a tussle as well, as there always is in this game. There we see another chance for Rodriguez. A couple of point blank chances missed by DEMPO. I'd say they had 3 really good chances, especially the one towards the end of the game. Nacio came on and took a good shot. Afdal came on and made a couple of good runs. Here we see his run down the right, a good shot but a good save by Dylan. And eventually the last chance of the game was the toughest one here for Nacio. Great bit of footwork, he went past everyone, just couldn't find the bottom right corner. Here we see the match highlights of what went down today in match number 4. Chances at both ends. Here we see the first chance for Velsau. Velsau had very good chances but couldn't make the most of them. And looking back on that, they will be slightly disappointed. Dishank with a good ball for Jovial, just putting the ball over the net. And there was another chance there for Velsau, but they couldn't capitalize. Yet another here with a header over the top. And Jovial Fernandez stole the show with a cracker of a goal outside the box. We've seen that many at a time today, and you can keep watching that strike. It was hard, it was high, and then it was low, it was dipping, it was swerving. And that's been one of the goals of the season so far. This could have been one of the goals of the season as well from Ivan Costa. Jovial almost adding to his tally. Those were the glimpses from the first half. Second half saw quite a few fouls, quite a few cards. Mervyn Dias striking the post with a header. He almost got a couple of headers in today. And there was that chance where Hansel was caught off his line, out of his box. Another good shot there from Velito Cruz, who tried his best. We see quite a few of the fouls. And here was Mervyn Dias with another chance. He could have buried that. It was a good pass from Velroy Fernandez. And finally, Mervyn Dias getting himself on the score sheet. You can see he was happy, he was relieved more than anything else. And it's safe to say that he deserved that goal towards the end of a good performance from him and the side in orange. the action that we saw today in match number 3 of the Goa Selvel Professional League. Started off with a good free kick from Kwan. He hit the woodwork, and that was just a shadow of things to come. Chances on both ends. Definitely the chance of the game going here to DEMPO. Gonzalez could have made it 1-0 there. There was another good attempt on the other side. A good save from both keepers. They did well to keep clean sheets. There's a bit of a tussle as well, as there always is in this game. There we see another chance for Rodriguez. A couple of point blank chances missed by DEMPO. I'd say they had 3 really good chances, especially the one towards the end of the game. Nacio came on and took a good shot. Afdal came on and made a couple of good runs. Here we see his run down the right, a good shot but a good save by Dylan. And eventually the last chance of the game was the toughest one here for Nacio. Great bit of footwork. He went past everyone, just couldn't find the bottom right corner. So we saw one substitution from DEMPO in the first half itself. That was a forced substitution, as Ariston Costa was injured and henceforth brought off. But 2 switches made by the SALGAOCAR team. We'll just confirm those substitutions for you as referee David Ribello kicks us off, and hopefully we'll have more chances in the second half of this game as these 2 huge teams face off against each other in the Selvel Goa Pro League. DEMPO started well in the first half. Will they do the same in the second? Daryl on the left, he's going past his man and eventually has been brought down by Steven Alvarez. And again DEMPO, within the first few seconds of the half, have a free kick in a good position. Here we see confirmation of the substitution. Ashnoy Colasso coming off for the midfielder Selvel Miranda. Kirtikesh Gadekar now taking the free kick for DEMPO, plays it into the box and it's punched away by Jason DeMello, who's been very good so far. And in the other substitution, the number 28 Antush comes on for SALGAOCAR. We see the replay of how Jason DeMello punched that away. Kirtikesh now playing it short. Will we see a shot? Eventually it goes towards Saesh. He cuts inside, he takes a shot, it seems, and it goes all the way for a throw-in. So Selwyn, Miranda and Antush Moniz, the under 20, coming on for the Greens. Both midfielders, can they have an influence on this second half? Edwin Vegas now Plays it to his centre-back partner, Shalom Peters, who have been so solid as they were in the last game as well. And the game before that. DEMPO still haven't conceded a goal in this Selvel Goa Pro League. So that's 2.5 games where Dylan De Silva and his defense have not been breached. Vegas opting for the long ball, and Saish was there, but closer to the ball was Jason DeMello, who picks up and kicks long, as he always does, deep into the opposition half. This is the first time we see Selvel on the ball. Plays a good pass, and that's a good move. Steven Alvarez plays the ball into the box, but it goes over the post, and another good move by SALGAOCAR, not really being able to get anything onto it and allow his strikers to attack the ball. Another long ball being played by the DEMPO defense, and Aman does get a shot from the ball. Will be quite painful in his abdomen, and looks like he's in a bit of pain, but he should be okay to continue. Siddharth Kundekar smashing the ball against him, and he's okay as play resumes. DeMello clears it away. Not much pressure on Sean Pereira, but he still headed it out. Lost possession. Daryl does well to get away from Melvin, but Ribhov eventually loses it because Daryl plays it against him, and as it was in the first half, it's neck and neck here at the Duler Stadium. A goal can really put this game on its head. Now Nesio trying to skip past Ribhov. Ribhov doesn't really foul him, and Nesio knows that. Chance now for Selwyn Miranda, playing a very good ball, and there's some space here for Antush, but Shalom Perez once again to the rescue for DEMPO. Very good defensive work by him. Steven Alvarez giving the ball away. Now DEMPO with Nesio. He's got some pace. He's got Desmond to his left. He plays it to Desmond. Desmond plays it back inside to Nesio. It's a good build-up play. Kirtikesh doesn't have anyone on the left. Yes, he does. He's got Saish. Can Saish put a ball into the box? He does, and offside, says the assistant. So a few good triangle pass moves from either side. First it was SALGAOCAR. This time it's DEMPO, and not really sure if he was offside, but it has been called, so we'll have to deal with it. Daryl now playing it to Desmond. Prithvesh was looking for someone, couldn't get him. It looks like it is a foul, but the referee asked play to continue, or instead he pulls the foul back. He was just checking on the player. Steven Alvarez playing it out towards Selwyn, who's done well to get past his man. He's played it towards his substitute partner Antush, and now they've been forced backwards. Samuel Costa looking for a long ball towards the right. It's well tidied up, and it's now Saish who brings it forward for DEMPO. Kirtikesh plays a ball to Ignacio, who is dropping quite deep and giving his midfielders something to pass to. He's got some space for himself here. Ignacio, can he show some magic? He tries to exchange a 1-2 but isn't able to, and now it's Samuel Costa who's trying to get away from Desmond. He does get away. He's got someone on his left. He plays it inside. Daryl Costa tries to play the ball towards Kundekar, but it's well sniffed out. Another long ball played by Ignacio, but Jason DeMello comes and collects. So both teams looking to be a little more attacking at the moment, which is always good for the game. But as I said earlier, a goal can really liven things up. Salgaocar now on the ball, seeing which way to build the game, not really going for the long ball at the moment. And Ribhav playing it towards Daryl Costa, who has some space. And it's cleared away by Prithvesh for a Salgaocar throw. It will be the first corner of the second half. Going to the team in green. Can we get the first goal of the game as well? There we see Dylan De Silva, the goalkeeper, will have to deal with this corner, and he'll also have to deal with the sun beaming straight into his eyes. Will that be a factor? They take a quick corner. Selvel plays it back to Kundekar. Kundekar shifts back onto his left foot, and would have been easier if he played it with his right. No real angle on his left. It will be a DEMPO ball. They've taken it quickly, but Steven Alvarez tidies up. Another long ball and another lost opportunity. DEMPO going the long ball route. Salgaocar trying to play out from the back. Now Salgaocar with a throw in for themselves. Both teams playing it very safe in the first half, not really throwing themselves up in attack. But now a bit of a chance for Salgaocar. But Dylan picks it up, clears it, and there is some space now for Ignacio. Eventually it does come to the Salgaocar players, and there is the ball, there is a chance now. It's Daryl Costa. Will he get a shot off? He will get a shot off, and it's just gone past the post. Daryl Costa doing very well to run through the defense, take a shot on his left foot, on his right foot, and go towards the left-hand corner. Good ball there from Antush Moniz. Daryl was definitely onside. He got away from Edwin Vegas, and it looks like Dylan just got a slight touch on it to steer it away from goal, but eventually it was given as a goal kick. We know how dangerous Daryl Costa can be whenever he's running off of the defenders. That's how he got his goal in the last game, got a few chances as well, and this time the first proper chance of the game falling to him. Selvel looking for Daryl Costa again, and this time the DEMPO defense knowing what was coming, so Edwin Vegas just sweeping and clearing it away. Whenever there's a centre-back pairing like Perez and Vegas, they know how to chop and change. Whenever one goes a little higher, the other one just drops back and plays as a sweeper. And now Edwin Vegas has played the ball in, and there is a cross, but it's cleared away. And SALGAOCAR now on the attack. Ball towards the right wing. It has been kept in and eventually goes out for a throw. Kirtikesh now for DEMPO. As you see, there's a bit more of a shadow here in the second half. There is a shot from far, but not really going to test DeMello, and that's what we've seen from DEMPO, not really playing any passes or 1-2s, except for that move down the left, which was an offside. Taking shots from far, and you're going to need something spectacular to beat the keeper from there. Ribov now picks it up, he plays it towards Selvel, who eventually wins a free kick. Vieri Colasso, the number 29, the under 20 for DEMPO, was very good in the first half. Hasn't really got much of the ball in the second. But here's Kundekar on the left. He tries to go past. Eventually he slips. And it goes comfortably into Dylan's hands, who plays it quickly on the right. Kundekar now, who's very good on that left foot of his preferred foot. Looking to create something all the time. Here's Daryl Costa. He's the biggest threat while going forward for SALGAOCAR, and he eventually got past Puthvesh, but Puthvesh held him back. And Daryl Costa was complaining to the referee. Referee tells him to calm down. There we see was Kirtikesh, in fact, who pulled him back. And that free kick was taken quickly and went out for a goal kick. So Shalom Perez starts off his side from the back. But it's picked up by Ribov. As we see what happened, Ribov took a good shot, but it went just over the top. Now Desmond on the right for DEMPO. Playing it backwards to Puthvesh, who finds Shalom Perez, one of the centre-backs, always helping the attack. Very back to Shalom, and we're already 61 minutes into this game so far. Daryl Costa with the best chance a few minutes ago for SALGAOCAR. How long more will we have to wait for our first goal in this mammoth game between these two sides? Aman has some space on the right. Will he play the ball in? And it does strike the arm of Sean Pereira. So it will be a free kick. It's almost like a corner though. But anything will work for DEMPO as long as they can put something into the box for themselves. They've taken it short, and eventually nothing really working from them. got to try and put the ball into the box if you have a chance. Give your big centre backs a chance to attack your strikers as well. But deciding not to. DEMPO once again down the right. Can they create something? Aman plays it towards Prithvesh. He keeps it in. Does well, in fact, to get a throw in. Ball eventually falling to the blue shirts. They are mounting the pressure, but not really making anything of it. Shalom Pires taking a shot from too far, and eventually Vegas bringing Daryl Costa down. There you see the shot from Shalom Pires. If your centre back is coming up the field and taking shots for you, then you've got to try and create some more chances. See another substitution for SALGAOCAR. Number 24 Chaitan is coming on. And he is replacing Siddharth Kundekar. So that's quite a surprising change. Kundekar usually the center of all the set pieces, of all the balls being played into the box. So SALGAOCAR are going to rely on something different to try and get a goal today. Very good piece of play from Aman. Eventually the ball falls to Vierikola. So Aman not being able to get to it. And a good clearance from Saurabh Patil. Shalom Pires with a very good ball towards the right. There is an overlapping run, but they've not really used it. Samuel Costa plays it, and SALGAOCAR have a chance now to break on the counter. It's Daryl Costa, and Saish wins the ball quite comfortably with the help of Desmond. Plays it to Desmond. Play it to Kirtikesh. Now Nesio looking for a ball, but nothing really working out. Good tackle from Vierikola, coming back and winning the ball for his side. That's what you love to see from a midfielder. Desmond now with the step over. He's gone past Samuel Costa. He's looking for a teammate, but he isn't able to get it to him. Melvin now on the right, doing well to go past Aman. And a flick working well, but Antush loses the ball. There's quite a bit of zip to these few passing attacks from both teams, but they're cancelling each other out in the midfield. This game could swing either way. Vieri now coming back inside, looking to play a cross ball, but not really working out. And now Vieri has picked it up. He's won it for his side. Kirtikesh plays it down. There are a lot of green shirts around. Desmond plays the ball towards the right. There is a chance now for DEMPO, and the shot has been taken quite far again towards the corner flag. Saish, the under 20, with an opportunity to shoot, but there was a sea of green around the box. We see a lot of SALGAOCAR players around, not really enabling the DEMPO players to take a shot, and good defending from the Greens. DEMPO Sports Club winning the Selvel Goa Pro League the last time in 2011. So it's been 10 years since they've got their hands on this prestigious league trophy. They've come close many a time, especially last season, by just 2 points. And now Melvin turning in, turning out, trying to go past Pires, plays the ball into the box. He's looked for someone in the second post. It's been played back in, but it's dealt with very well by Vegas and cleared away. So another good move from the right-hand side. Selvel doing very well. Making some space for himself. Playing it towards Chaitan. Chaitan crossed it back into the danger area, but Edwin Vegas was there to tidy up. And now there's more attacking intent, especially from SALGAOCAR. Trying to make moves, trying to play the ball into the box. DEMPO, on the other hand, are trying to break down the SALGAOCAR defense, but they're quite solid. So it's a chess game here at the Duler Stadium. Whose tactics will prevail? Ribhav now on it. Playing it towards Chaitan, who's just come in and already played a good ball into the box. Speaking of good balls, there's another one towards the right now for Selwyn Miranda. And he loses possession. SALGAOCAR FC, of course, 21-time Goa Pro League champions. Last time they won the Selvel Goa Pro League was in the 2016-17 season. And the top scorer in that season for SALGAOCAR was a familiar face in Indian football now, Liston Colasso, who scored 13 goals in that campaign. Liston has moved on after that and is also representing the country and playing for ATK Mohun Bagan. So that was a special season for SALGAOCAR. After that, they've not been at the top of this league. But this year, everything could change. It's very tight. Seen some good performances, solid performances from these two sides. Sporting Club de Goa, unbeaten for a long time. Churchill Brothers doing well. Vasco also registering some wins. So it could go either way. And this game could go either way as well as we approach the 70-minute mark. SALGAOCAR again trying to break down. Dal Costa not being able to get past that sea of blue this time round. And it is quite a slow tempo to the game at the moment. Daryl does get a hand to the face from Steven Alvarez, but referee didn't really spot it and he asked them to play on. Good strong tackle there from one number 8 onto the other. Desmond and Ribhav going in hard there, and that's what we like to see. Those are the tackles which will bring this game to life, and definitely need a goal to bring it to life. Will we see one? We've seen quite a few goalless draws. Let's hope this one isn't the same. Antush playing it towards Selwyn. Selwyn going past a couple of players and being brought down between Vieri Colasso and Daryl Mascarenas. It's been taken quickly, and eventually DEMPO come away with the ball and come away with the free kick. DEMPO very good in defense last season as well. Only conceded 12 goals in their 11 matches so far. They've gone 2 games and 71 minutes without conceding. So there's a pattern developing, and you know what they say, goals will you games, but defense wins you championships. And they are coached by a defender, Samir Naik, so defense will always be one of the priorities for DEMPO. Another ball played towards Dylan, but he gets to it before Daryl and plays it to Desmond for Dempo. Kirtikesh finding some space for Nesio. Nesio skipping past and playing it towards the right. Will we see an opportunity for Dempo? Not on that occasion. Shalom Perez now playing another ball towards the right. It's a good ball towards Saish. Can Saish play the ball in? No, says Sean Pereira. And no corner, says the referee. So it's a goal kick for SALGAOCAR. SALGAOCAR now slowing the game down, and DeMello taking a chance. Nesio put some pressure on him, but didn't really catch him off. And now SALGAOCAR have a chance to make use of this attacking phase of play. Ribhov on the ball for them. Looks for a ball through, but it was quite tough for him. And he does hold on to possession. Costa plays it towards Alvarez on the right. Selvin plays the ball in. He finds Daryl, but Daryl not being able to steer it towards that far post. But we see whenever they have Daryl to aim at, they do find him. And here we see a substitution. It is last match's game changer Velanco Rodriguez who comes in, and he's being accompanied by Nigel Fernandez, who also comes on. Sayesh Bakkar has made his way off for Dempo, and Samir Naik and his side making two very good substitutions in the last game, which really paid off, with Lakshiman Rao Rane assisting Velanco Rodriguez, both the super subs. On this occasion, can the subs prove to be super for Dempo? There we see confirmation, Sayesh Bakkar being taken off for Nigel Fernandez, the forward. So fresh legs now as we go into the final 15 minutes here at the Duler Stadium. Still waiting for a goal. We still don't know which side this game will go. But now on the right hand side, it's Alvarez. He makes a cross and there is a header, but it's well dealt with by Edwin Vegas. Daryl Costa did get to it first, but Vegas stopped it on its tracks as it was going towards goal. And with that, it's time to cool off. A cooling break has been called by the referee. And as this game hangs in the balance, we await its outcome. Both dugouts having a word with their players, motivating them, influencing them to try and push the extra mile and get 3 points, which will be very important. There we see the people watching in the stands, intensely waiting for what could be a decisive goal here in this game. The longer we wait, the more important that one goal, that one strike can be. We're back now. It will be a corner for SALGAOCAR. Can they get a goal now after the cooling break? DEMPO will have to be alert. Ball has been played into the box. Is there anyone there? There is someone there, but all he's doing is committing a foul. It was sort of Patil on that occasion. Here we see not much in it, but the referee did spot something. Daryl now skipping past Selvel, not playing the ball first time, playing it to Dylan, who is very good with his feet. Both goalkeepers not really having to make many saves, especially Jason DeMello. Dylan had been tested once by Daryl Costa, but nothing came of it, and there's another ball played towards Dylan and Dylan picks it up. Shalom Perez with a good ball, finding Kirtikesh. Kirtikesh looking for a lob ball. Is there a chance now? And eventually, Velanco Rodriguez getting into a good position, but he did slip towards the end. And we see how threatening he can be. He did get ahead of Sean Pereira, but Sean Pereira with a good header back. Didn't spot that first time, but now we see the slow motion replay. He just got the header before it could fall to the feet of Velanco. And now DEMPO with a chance in the box. Velanco trying to get it away. He did get a hold of Chetan's jersey, so the referee called for a foul. DEMPO win the ball back, and we edge towards the last 10 minutes of this game. Daryl Mascarenes, he's lining up a shot. He decides not to. He goes past two players. He takes a shot, and it's very well blocked by Akram. Superb bit of play from Daryl Mascarenes. We saw him do this in the first half. He skipped past two players and took a shot. This time, he really beat a couple of them very well. One ball roll, one sidestep, and eventually couldn't get past Akram, who's hurt himself in the bargain, but did very well to get that block in. It's corner number 2 for the game for DEMPO. They've played it short. Kirtikesh puts it in. Can he find someone? It's cleared away by Saurabh Patil. And it will go back towards Velanco, who won't keep the ball in. You can watch the Selvel Goa Pro League live on the Amusi Sports Facebook page and Amusi Sports YouTube channel. We're live every day at 3:35 p.m. and you can catch all the action of the Selvel Goa Pro League. Speaking of action, now there's more action here in the DEMPO attack, but eventually it's watched out again by Akram, who looks like he's in a bit of pain, but he's playing through it. So we're into the final 10 minutes here at the Duler Stadium. Again, it looks like it will be late drama if we're going to have a winner. And if you're a football fan, then late drama is what you live for, but not at the expense of your team. So it's quite tense here at the Duler Stadium. As the ball is played towards Antush. Antush takes a shot straight at Captain Perez, who, as I said, is everywhere. And now there's a chance. It looks like Aman was offside, and well spotted by the assistant referee. And well done by the Salgaocar defense, stepping up at the right time and catching their man offside. Headed away by Edwin Vegas. And Nigel Fernandez just stepped ahead of Ribov. Ribov gets the free kick. Takes it short to Samuel Costa. And now Selvel Miranda, who has been very good since he came on this right. And as I say it, it's the commentator's curse. He loses possession. And now it's Dempo's turn to try and have a crack at it. Putface looking for the ball down the right. Doesn't find his teammate, and a bit of fancy work eventually didn't work out. But now Chetan does have it. He goes past Desmond. Will he try to cross into the box? Vegas has come to team up on him. Samuel Costa has a chance at goal. He does take a shot. And again, Dylan De Silva will have those shots all day long. Here we see space did open up, and Kirtikesh knew what he was doing. He showed him enough to take a shot, but there is a chance now for DEMPO. Can the ball be played in? And again, a good piece of defending. It was Saurabh Patil. And it looks like it is a corner now for DEMPO, who made their way into the Salgaocar box. And Saurabh doing very well to just stop the attack and give away a corner. So DEMPO piling up the corners now. Can they get the opening goal of this game as we move into the 85th minute here at the Duler Stadium? Ball is played into the box, and Jason De Mello, so experienced, so good, knowing exactly where the ball will fall, and so good at playing out his team from the back. There we see Dial Mascarenas, who is a left back, but he's made his way upfield a couple of times for DEMPO. He has been dangerous. And that's been the story of the afternoon for DEMPO. Shalom Perez going up most of the time. Same with Dial Mascarenas. As we see Coach Lavinio Anthony Pereira having a word with a few of his players. Very experienced as well. Represented Goa in the Junior National Football Championships and the Senior National Football Championships. The Santosh Trophy as well. Also coached Goa in the Santosh Trophy in 2014 and most recently in 2019 and 20. And as a player, he did represent the likes of Sesa Goa Sports Club, Churchill Brothers, Mahindra United, Salgaocar and Sporting Club de Goa. And with that we see a few substitutions. Aman has come off for DEMPO. Desmond has also come off, and he's been replaced by Shubham Malvankar. See on the top left of your screens the confirmation of the substitutions. Shalom Perez plays it towards Dylan, who comfortably clears it away as always. And the other substitution sees Aman coming off for Lakshiman Rao Rane. So the second half of the last game's super subs has come on. Can they have an instant impact once again? Kirtikesh finding some space for Nigel Fernandez. There's a chance now. Velanco Rodriguez tries to skip past. He makes some space for himself, and Sean Pereira again very good defensively. not giving the wingers any chance to cross is the left-footed centre-back. He and Saurabh Patel so solid, but now they have to deal with a corner. It's the fourth one for DEMPO. Velanco puts the ball in. Vegas gets a touch and he just puts it across the face of goal. Nigel was very close, and had he read a little earlier, Nigel could have got a tap-in. There we see Edwin Vegas with a good run towards the first post. It was a nice ball from Velanco Rodriguez. But now it's 88 minutes and it's still 0-0. Ribov with a long ball, and Dylan so good coming out once again, sweeping and keeping. Daryl acrobatically clears it away. A bit of head tennis from Ribov and Nesio, and eventually it goes to Samuel Costa, who plays it to the left. A bit of space here on the left for Chetan. He's doing well against Putvesh. Putvesh also neck and neck this game, and each play between the teams so close. And we're moving into the last 90 seconds of the 90 minutes. The pendulum can swing either way, but will we see a team pick up the 3 points? Chetan now taking the corner for Salgaocar Football Club. Chetan plays it towards the second post. It's gone quite deep, but it's played back in very well, and there's a chance now for Salgaocar, and eventually nobody really taking a shot. DEMPO now on the attack. Velanco, he's got some space with him. He's got Rane with him as well. And we see the corner being taken. Selvel tried to play the ball in. Very good chance. It fell to Sean Pereira and Saurabh Patel, but nobody could get a touch and a shot. And we see DEMPO's attack also fizzling out. Here we see the other side. A good shot caught well, but eventually just going over the bar from Kirtikesh. And now we're down to the final few minutes. We're waiting for the confirmation of stoppage time. Daryl Costa now with some space on the right for Salgaocar. Can they snatch it? He plays it, and there's a chance. It's been taken, and it is a goal. What a fantastic finish from Antush Moniz, and Salgaocar have just about snatched this from DEMPO Sports Club. What a superb finish, and that is the goal for Salgaocar. It's 1-0 to them, and DEMPO have been stunned. Daryl Costa with the assist, and Antush Moniz, when it matters most, bringing a smile to the faces of the happy Salgaocar fans. This is a very important goal in this year's Selvel Goa Pro League, and Salgaocar have got the 1-0 lead, and it's from Antush Moniz. Very good first touch. The ball was behind him, and you've got to question the defense there, allowing him to take a shot, and a superb shot into the top right. As we saw the 4 minutes of added time shown, and we see a superb shot and a superb goal. But now DEMPO, can they try and salvage something? As I said, it's late drama here at the Duler Stadium. As always, Kirtikesh puts the ball in, and there's no one there, but it's put behind by Selvin Miranda. It's all happening in the last few minutes. Here we move deep into stoppage time. Now DEMPO Sports Club, can they dig deep? There's a ball into the box, it's deep, and it's a header, and it's gone just over the top from Captain Perez, heading it towards the top left corner, and that could have been the chance to snatch an equalizer for DEMPO. Perez, as I said, he's everywhere. This time making some space for himself, getting a header, a good header at that, but glancing the top of the crossbar, and Salgaocar may well have just done enough, but there's still some time for DEMPO to get an equalizer. The under 20 player Antush Moni is picking up what is so far the winning goal. But can DEMPO have something to say about that? On the right wing, Velanko gets stopped by Chaitan. Throw is taken by Prithvesh. And the ball is lost, and SALGAOCAR will play the ball upfield. Dylan comes very far out of his box. He plays it. He'll be disappointed with that. Conceded in his first post, but it was a bullet of a shot from Antush. So all credit goes to Antush and even to Daryl for picking him out. Now a ball played into the box again, and it just goes past Jason DeMello. It looks like it did take a deflection. And with just over 30 seconds to go, it looks like we will have a substitution. Referee says the substitution has been made, and DEMPO waste no time in taking the corner. The ball will go out again, and it's taken by Lakshiman Rao Rane, but it goes over the top, and that could be it for DEMPO. Doesn't look like they will have enough time to get the equalizer, and late drama and excitement here at the Duler Stadium means that SALGAOCAR are ahead, courtesy a strike from Antush Moniz. There we see the header from Shalom Perez. Daryl Costa has been taken off. They've thrown in another defender to Fraser Gomes with fresh legs to try and keep the clean sheet, and it is a goal kick, and that could be the 3 points for SALGAOCAR. Daryl Costa doing very well for SALGAOCAR. He ran his socks off, eventually provided the assist. And Jason DeMello also doing very well to keep a clean sheet. And there we have it. It's a slender win, but it's a win indeed for SALGAOCAR Football Club. They defeat DEMPO by 1-0 in the dying minutes at the Duler Stadium. And Coach Levinho Pereira will be very happy with his boys. He breathes a sigh of relief. He knows that this is a very big win for his side, a very big 3 points. DEMPO will be disappointed. As you see the coaches meeting, and it is a 1-0 victory for SALGAOCAR, leaving it very late, but snatching the victory from DEMPO Sports Club. And here are the stats brought to you by Instat. 56% ball possession for DEMPO, not enough for them to really get much on target. 11 shots from them, just the 1 shot on target. Only 3 shots on target for SALGAOCAR, but one of them was enough to get the 3 points. Here we see SALGAOCAR strikes, Antush with 2, and you see the red graphic showing that that was the decisive goal. And Daryl with 2, and Chetan, Ribhav, Alvarez and Sean with 1 shot each. For DEMPO Sports Club, they took more shots, but you see there's so many shots from far off, and that's not going to really test a keeper of Jason DeMello's stature. 2 shots from Nigel, Kirtikesh and Daryl each, and Sayesh, Desmond, Shalom and Velanko with 1 apiece, not really testing the keeper enough. Fouls mostly towards the wing for SALGAOCAR. Saurabh with 3, and they were very solid in defense, I must say, between Steven Alvarez, Arkham, Saurabh and Sean Pereira. SALGAOCAR very good in defense. With the help of their keeper as well, of course, Jason DeMello. DEMPO were very solid until that 90th minute strike, and they'll be very disappointed to come away with the defeat. But that's football, as we see the fouls from the DEMPO side. 2 for Aman and 1 each for the rest of his teammates. And that brings this Goan derby to a close. SALGAOCAR, courtesy of a goal from Antush Monin's win versus DEMPO SC by 1-0. That's all from the Duler Stadium for today. My name is Liam Bain. Thank you for watching, and join us again tomorrow for live coverage of the Selvel Goa Pro League.